Yeah. I'm still big homie.
Take off on him.
You better use all your power.
Take off on him, man.
Hey, do one more time. I got it.
Well, I can Kalvin Henderson, and you tuning in to the Homies Network. Hey dog. What's up, Bless? You good?
See, told you about to get out. Where your mask at?
Carter, wait. We about to get out right now. Wait. Look at you, girl. See that? Say what's up. Say hey.
Hey.
We're going that way. Going that way. Oh man, got the whole crew.
Ow.
Say what's up, Carter. Say hey.
Hey.
This is my wife, Danielle.
Nice to meet you. I'm Drew.
You got your mask, girl?
I got it.
Thank you. Say hey to the camera. Say hey.
What's up?
What's up?
Carter, right now.
How you doing? I'm Jerome Birdo. I'm the founder and the president of the Fearless Foundation, FFI, born and raised here in Fort Worth, Texas.
What's up? So how do you know Kalvin?
Me and Kalvin, we grew up together. I first moved to Forest Hill, and I moved into a house. We stayed on Meadows, and he stayed next door. And we started interacting. He had brothers, had a sister. He had parents, and I had parents. I had brothers, and we all just started becoming a family right across the next door to each other.
That's
and
cool.
from there on, it's just his history was made.
Tell us about his journey in boxing. Like, when did you start seeing him really
His
take
journey
to
in
it?
boxing. Oh man, Kalvin started his journey in boxing before he even got a punching bag. Like, he literally was punching on a mattress in the garage in the corner that him and his daddy duct taped it and put in the corner so he can punch on it. His gloves wasn't the best gloves, and his mattress wasn't the best mattress, but he put his practice in. He was running around the circle like 2-3 times a week, extra training, us out there sparring with him. Like, he wasn't really just beating us up, but you know, he was out there sparring and getting his practices in, but everybody was supporting it.
Yeah.
And from there, when he first got the heavy bag, every day, cold days, rainy days, sunny days, he's in that garage. And then right after that, he got into the Golden Gloves, I think that's what it was called. And when he got into the gym, it happened, you know. And from there, now he pro.
What's one thing that like represents Kalvin to his core? Like his character. What's
The
one
way he
thing
carries
that stood
himself, a
out?
gentleman. His attitude, his toughness, his man, how can I say it? Like, one of the things that I think Kalvin had since we was younger was respect. You know, another thing that Kalvin had was his will to keep going. You know, he didn't stop. Like, even though people was telling him no, he was too small. He mentioned that in one of his speeches. Like, oh, I'm little in high school, but the little don't matter. Like, it's the heart. You know, it's the fight and the lion.
Yeah.
You know, so just being an all-around guy, like the guy that you always want to be around. There's nothing, you know, a person that you don't want to be around. I don't know a person that don't want to be around Kalvin.
Right.
And that what makes him a champion. It's not what he do in the ring, it's what he do outside of the ring that makes him a champion. That's why his love here is still strong. And even if he go 100 miles away or to another country, here at home, he got it. You know, we support it. He built that relationship here. So, it's a word. Say, always.
That's so crazy,
And
man.
so when I'm riding my horses, he was telling me, like, ride your horse through the calves and see how they act. Like, if you gonna mess with a calf, at least get used to them. But them calves they ain't easy to deal with, you know what I'm saying? Even with the bull, now I understand the bull ring. You know what I'm saying? You can't mess with a bull without a bull ring, you know what I'm saying?
This is crazy right there. This thing young cat need to hear like that, you know what I mean?
Like I taught Jerome niece how to ride a horse in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Something simple, but
That's the experience they never really had.
Never had.
It's on the east side, south side, you know what I mean?
but see, growing up where we was at, like, I don't know if the trail know this too, like, my granny still stay on Village Creek.
Okay.
I still ride my horse to her house, you know what I'm saying? But all the kids over there used to it. But if we go down a little street in Meadowbrook, the kids don't see as many horses, but they do see it, you know what I'm saying? But
They don't have the experience to ride it though.
they don't have the experience ride, but I can go take an 8-year-old kid on Village Creek and throw him on the back of a horse and he gonna know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So, but even like you know Rodney, some of Rodney family stayed over there in the Eastwood and Star 6, and we used to go. And I first introduced the horses. That's who I used to ride with, Rodney, his uncle. You know what I'm saying? But Rodney from the South Side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But a lot of people don't know how to ride over there. You know what I'm saying? You ride a horse over there, they be like, what?
Exactly.
Because I get this all the time. Like at my job, they be like, I be wearing my cowboy boots, and they be like, Birdo, why you got cowboy boots on? I be like, I ride horses. They be like, for real? I be like, yeah, black people can't ride horses. Yeah. So one of them seen me at one of the black rodeos at the Martin Luther King thing. So his team was there. He was like, Birdo, you really ride horses? I'm like,
I'm for real. You thought I was playing?
You thought I was playing?
Yeah, he thought I was playing.
Like, and he was like,
switch?
Like, yeah, you thought this wasn't real? But once again, though, they teach their kids this early. Like, one of the Hispanic guys was teaching me about how to handle the bull and the calf. But see, what they don't tell us, like, for example, all right, you know your bull gotta, mix with that calf, but I could put 10 cows out there for that one bull, and now you gotta take, and this is how the money part works. If I got 10 cows out here, that's $10,000 each one drop a baby. That's $100,000 and one bull. So now think about when all these white guys got 30 cows and 2 bulls. You just made $300,000 in 8 months.
It don't look like it though. You like a bunch of the country cows.
And when people are like, I don't know cows, all right, let's get even deeper than that. When y'all riding around and y'all see a goat in the yard, money. It might not be cash, but at the end of the year, since those goats, where he's saving that, if we bring 10 goats, in 6 months, this is clean. So I ain't never got to buy nobody to get to cut my grass. Guess what? I'm gonna write y'all off my taxes.
Correct.
All right, that's $2,500 a goat.
That's crazy.
And I got 10 of those. Simple money.
I put my gloves on, and put cowboy boots on.
But what? Shit out these horses. Like the Jacob dude I met on my family land in Tennessee. He ride Tennessee walkers, and my grandfather got one. This is before I even met my daddy now. And then we were just out there riding. He came through. He was like, man, you ever thought about training a horse? I said, man, my first horse I got on, I had to pretty much break. And I was like, man, I don't know about that. He was like, yeah, but you go get that horse out the field and spend 5 months with it and turn around and go sell it for $1,800. You do that 3 times. You just paid your rent. And I started breaking horses from there. You know what? A horse can't even make a move without me. You pick that leg up the wrong way, it's on. I'm sorry, but it's on.
On the bike.
Him and Trey. I thought the Trey the other day too.
Yeah, hey, Trey got a big ball dog yesterday.
At work?
Yeah. At work. Yeah. My nephew worked for Amazon. Living a pack of the dog.
I talked to him at the gym. He said he still got the little snap.
He was delivering packages.
Hey, he was playing with the dog. That's the messed up part. He almost snapped like, oh, good dog, good dog. I thought about Friday.
Yeah, you got about Friday.
That dog grabbed. He said, man, yeah, the dog bit me.
And Trey said the dog bust through the fence. He said he started yelling.
I told him when I was with Agnes, a German Shepherd bit me on the foot, but I had my boot on.
Yeah.
But it didn't break through, though. I said, but boy, I was hitting that dog in the
thing. Wow. Yeah, that dog drove, it tore his drawers all over. It was a pit, too. Oh, yeah, got him. Got him.
Oh, man.
That was crazy.
What I say? Dog bit me. And you petting them, and you petting them.
Hey, man, you only hear that on the movie.
You ain't right, dog. They tore his drawers up, he said.
Well, when I was with him, I met a mailman who got bit by a dog in the city. Had to pay him $20,000.
I told Trey you should look into that.
Yeah, the city or somebody got to pay you.
He said he checked Amazon. They were like, can you finish your ship or not?
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
These ain't coming out there.
You ain't lying. They said, can you finish your ship or not?
Boy. Another thing I learned about just being in the world, like, you just a number.
You ain't lying, man. That's why I'm big about, man. Like I was telling Trey, man, you got to own your own stuff, man.
You got to.
Because if you work with somebody else, man, they're going to keep using it until you say no more, man. As soon as you die, they're going to find somebody who's right back in your spot.
And a guy died for COVID at my job within that 5 days. They already had the job.
You know what
I'm saying? And he had been there, the job opened in 2010. He been there since then.
First guy, point guard.
You one of the top 20 employees to be hired here. Now you just a number to them.
You know what I'm talking about, bro? You got to get your own.
You got to get your own.
Man, get your own, bro. Have your own business, make your own. You cut her own cookie cuts. She make custom
Yeah,
cookies.
man, I be seeing
I saw that
that.
they made the little TV show or whatever.
Correct, yeah. She was on TV already, bro, less than a year. I was telling her, like, because she was in that mindset of, like, working for somebody, like, sweetheart, this is your company. Your rules, your hours. You do business how you want to do it. Don't matter what they say, what they think. Go on to the next customer. You know what I mean?
To the next one.
That's why it's almost like deliberating. Like, bro, you free now. It's like you have to fit into the like. I get to say what I want to say at work. I get to do what I want at my own job. I know because I own that shit, bro. I go to the gym, I train people. I get to talk how I want to talk to them. You don't like it? All right, bet. I'll see next person. Come on in.
That's why I was telling Mr. Joe Bird, like, I want my own building one day.
Thanks, man.
So when we do hire people, like just say for example, Trey, like, all right, Trey, you got other stuff going, but you just want another job to have during the week. Come on.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna fire you. But the world is changing. Like at one time, we didn't have tobacco and alcohol legal. Now, I mean, it was illegal at one time. Now it's legal.
Yeah.
Marijuana's going that way. I'm not drug testing you.
Yeah.
As long as you can perform your job and go out here and get these kids what they need.
That's real.
My boy, once you do outside of work, it's your business.
You ain't lying.
I just need you to perform what we need to do at work.
Good. That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be the president that's gonna, oh man, I'm hovering over you. Oh, you missed that one paperwork, you're fired. No, because I might be able to help you one day. Maybe you're having a family issue. And jobs don't think about that.
Yeah.
Like
they don't care about that.
They
man.
don't. I even dropped out the engineering program. Amber was mad at me, but it's like, man, to be honest with you, why am I gonna sit in a room and I'm literally the only black guy in there? I ain't saying I'm the smartest, but I can do this work.
Yeah.
But just like one of the black guys came, he was like, man, I heard you was in the engineering. I said, bro, to be honest with you, stay in it. And when you start feeling uncomfortable with all them in there, get out.
That's real, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Get out. I say because they're gonna make you feel uncomfortable. But it wasn't about me not feeling uncomfortable about it. But y'all not giving me the chance. Y'all gave a white girl who went to tech. Daddy got money.
No, that shit go.
I had to try. Let me tell you what's messed up. And I called Amber. I said I had to teach the girl how to read blueprints.
Yeah.
On a loco.
Yeah.
If I can show it to y'all and teach y'all in it one day. That's how easy it is. It's not like an airplane or something. This is easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to teach you how to do blueprints, particularly to drill holes. That was it.
Yeah, man. My man Drew, he went to the University of Arkansas with me too, man. Imagine the culture shock I had, bro, coming from Fort Worth, Texas, going to Fayetteville, Arkansas, man. On everything. The first day on campus, on walking to campus, and the white girl came to me and was like, hey, can I take a picture with you? Hey, man, what's up? I've never seen a black guy in real life before. Like dead ass, bro. Like dead ass, bro. First day on campus, man. Culture shock, bro. I'm wearing do-rags. I'm still sagging. I got all this stuff, man. Like, no, don't fit in at all.
Don't fit in. You the outside.
Yeah, people wearing what's some shoes? Oh, shoes I call them Jesus Christ standards, man. What's the names called? Chacos.
Yeah.
The Chacos. I ain't never heard or seen a Chaco in my life, man. I'm like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? Got Chacos on. We got Chaco tans.
Yeah, they did, bro.
Big culture shock, man. You know what I mean? But I didn't quit. I adapted. I learned, and I flipped it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to.
I still have to be uncomfortable, bro. I get that, man.
And that's what I learned at the job too. I had to get comfortable with y'all.
I say, get comfortable being uncomfortable, bro. Yep. That's where the most growth comes from, man. Being uncomfortable.
So I said, when I finish school though, y'all gonna see me again because I see all I need is a paper.
Thanks.
A paper. I answered all y'all questions that still wasn't good enough for y'all. I had to teach this white girl. Y'all gave this white girl this job, and she can't even read blueprints. And then y'all fired her 2 months later, and I applied for the position, and it was promised to me.
Yeah.
It's taken away from me.
That's why, we can't, because it's about ownership, so you don't have to worry about that. You know, and that's how I'm mad with it, because, we can't say go back forward, but hey, if you own it and you doing your own thing,
Batman,
you cutting that part out, you cutting that stress out.
Hey, throw the ball this way.
Alleviate that. And then it just bring me back to the exposure also, man. Same way how you say, you come from Fort Worth, you know how it is. Same way, my freshman year, I went to school in Oklahoma, OPSU.
Yep.
Everything was a culture shock because we wasn't exposed to
Correct,
man. We only know our neighborhoods. We only know our blocks. We only know a few communities, our few cities. Look, going to Dallas, going to Arlington was part of us. You know what I'm saying?
So, for real.
Every time one of us, everybody give that same example, when they leave and come back. And I don't even know if y'all remember when everybody was taking them trips in Colorado. When we was back in school, I got the opportunity to go with Rayon and Daz and them on the trip. And that's what I feel what changed my life back in the day, basically on the path that we was on. It was that exposure. Bro, I had never been out of Fort Worth. We took one trip to Oklahoma as a family reunion. Other than that, bro, I never been out our blocks. I ain't know nothing else outside of the east side, the south side, north side, west side of Fort Worth.
Because it was even culture shock for me and Jeremy. Like, when we grew up from the east side, Center Lane, we was apartment kids. You know what I'm saying? We always lived in apartments. So when we first moved, that was our first house moving next to Kalvin. We thought they was rich. I kid you not. Like, we was like, y'all rich? Like, we first meeting them, Miles, we was like, man, they was like, Miles was like, yeah, like you ain't never stayed in the house for. I'm like, nigga, I haven't.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't never stayed in the house. It's my first time. Like,
yeah, we just came from a 3-bedroom apartment. Seven people living in a 3-bedroom apartment.
There you go. Like, the only person that's living in the house is my grandma. I go over there, but just to have my own house, my mom ain't never had that. Like,
that's you preaching with exposure. Man, I got homeboys to this day, 32 years old, bro. I had a fight in Little Rock. I invited him out. That was his first time leaving Fort Worth. He drove from Fort Worth to Arkansas, bro, and had the time of his life. He asked me every time, hey, when you fighting again? I said, you know what, man?
Say,
like,
bro, it's just
exposure.
You gotta get out.
It's your boy Drew Barker here, 1/5 of the homies. Y'all be sure to check up with us on the DSPs, on all the streaming platforms. If you need a pod to jam on the way to work, pod to jam while you're cleaning up the house, we got all the good stuff for you, a lot of barbershop talk, a lot of fun stuff, man. So check in with us soon. The podcast, The Homies, we're in here. Yes, sir.
How everybody doing? I appreciate everybody coming out for this event. To everybody, the kids, adults, and Ruby, big support. Big support right there. I appreciate it. So y'all, I'm glad y'all came to the FF5 Boys Day. We got some people that's gonna speak to y'all about HBCUs, graduating, getting degrees, you know, accomplishing things in their life. We also got the big star from Fort Worth, the boxer. A lot of y'all gonna start seeing him on ESPN. You know, he gets there. He's the best example from our city that actually made it. So, I'm sorry, little man, you need a chair? We can get you one. No. Who? Which one? This one big chair. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm about to say you can grab that seat if you want to. We got a few people, and I just want y'all to look around for a moment. Y'all see all these black men? All these guys are successful in some kind of way. They own a business, they got degrees and got good jobs, and they doing something. It's pretty much what y'all gonna do as y'all grow up too. And we are here to show y'all, because y'all don't know anything until someone show y'all something. So I want y'all to listen, because I'm gonna ask questions at the end. And Jerome got something for you. So if you're able to answer these questions, you might walk away with a backpack or a jacket or something. We don't know yet, but you answer these questions, you'll get something. All right? So the first person we got up is Marcus, and just listen to him.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? My name is Marcus. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I went to college in Louisiana, in Grambling. I played football there, and then, of course, you know, I pledged the greatest fraternity on earth, Omega Psi Phi fraternity.
Can you explain that to him what the fraternity is?
So pretty much the fraternity it's a brotherhood. I also look at it as a great way to network. Some people kind of get in fraternities for the wrong reasons. I always got into it because I know it was networking, and you know, pretty much it can help pursue me to go to the next level in life. I'm actually glad I did that, because I ended up getting like an internship once I crossed, and pretty much before I graduated, I already had a job lined up for me. But yeah, pretty much we give back to the community. Of course, you know, I don't know if, well, of course y'all still young, so I don't know about the party and all that. But all I can say, don't get too caught up in the party. You know, of course, have fun, go to college, but just make sure you take care of your business too. You know, getting you know, schoolwork done. Make sure you know you actually focus on what you really want to do in life, because you know time flies. I know y'all still young, so I really don't understand that yet. But you know, just kind of just know in the next 10 years, like, it's just really gonna fly by. So pretty much I got my degree in management and marketing in Grambling. I have my own business. I'm into real estate. I do stocks. I do a lot of different things. I have my own business for probably about 4 years now. Just growing up in Chicago is it's still kind of shocking just to see, you know, I made it out. Because I had a lot of friends that didn't make it. You know, a lot of people I grew up with got shot and killed, locked up, and some of them still just doing dumb stuff now. Also, I just want to let y'all know it's okay to lose friends along the way. You know, everybody in your life ain't meant to be in your life sometimes. Just, you know, stay positive. Just make sure you surround yourself around like-minded people. That's very important. Because you are the company you keep. So if you hang around some knuckleheads, then, you know, don't tend to get into a lot of stuff that could possibly get you in trouble. And, you know, all it takes is that one time, and it can change your life. Whether, you know, you get shot and killed or you end up in jail. What pushed me is because I was the first in my family to go to college, and also to graduate and get a degree. So, like I said, I played football at Grambling. I tore my ACL. I'm kind of happy in the way that happened, because I really wasn't focusing on work. I was focused on more football, and I ended up picking up an extra major, which was marketing. So I started focusing on that more. And like I said, it's the best thing I did because it got me to focus on, really help me mold me into the person I am today. Do any of y'all know about fraternities? Yeah, push y'all. So I see you had your hand up. You know anybody in your family? Okay, who's that?
Pops is my.
That's your dad? Okay. So you know a little something. So y'all don't know anything about fraternities and all that? Okay, I mean y'all still, y'all got time. So just like Jerome said, you got all these great examples in here. So feel free to ask questions. Don't be shy. It's always great to know about all the fraternities. Just to learn information. A lot of them have black men that really impact this world. So y'all be shocked once y'all actually do y'all information, see who actually started these fraternities and also sororities too. So yeah, that's pretty much my little spiel. After this done, if I got any questions for me personally, feel free to come up to me and ask me.
I appreciate it. Cues.
Never go wrong.
I'm gonna just speak a little bit too much. To be honest with you, I am attending HBCU myself. He's just graduated from that HBCU Grambling. I'm actually at Texas Southern. I actually graduated in December with an engineering degree. Not only just that, my focus is that we're giving back to all black men. And that's what an HBCU has to offer. Y'all can go and y'all don't have to go to these big major schools. You can go to an HBCU and get the same degree and get the same job as the other person that you see. It doesn't matter the school, but if you got the chance to go get a scholarship, go. I tell my nephew that all the time. Look into an HBCU if you want to, but if they're gonna give you the degree, they're gonna get historical black college. That's for our people. This is for black men. It's for black women. They give scholarships because you are black. Like is beautiful. All right, like is excellent. You get scholarships for being black, so you can go get these scholarships. It's fine. You can play football and basketball at the HBCUs. There's HBCUs that's playing in the March Madness right now, and they're beating these big schools.
Not today.
They're beating some of these big schools. Texas Southern is one of them that just beat a major school and they wasn't expecting. So
Texas Southern, but they play Michigan today.
they're gonna beat Michigan. They're gonna keep hopes up. But we got the pro boxer that went to the University of Arkansas. He's from here. He didn't go to HBCU, but he got a degree, and look at what he's doing now. He's a pro boxer. The man that just spoke, that went to Grambling, owned his own business. He went to HBCU. So you can do it. Texas Southern is another experience. We got a young lady who got a business degree in here from Texas Southern. So you can go to HBCU. It's all right. And we're gonna try to help y'all in the future one day to get these scholarships. So y'all can do it. So that's just my part on it. The only reason experience I had is because my brother went there. And the experience that I did have, it was fun. But like Marcus said, you gotta take care of your business. The homework now means something for that. Nobody's looking over you. You gotta take care of yourself. And that's what builds responsibility. So any questions y'all have for any of these men, ask them. They're here to help. We got somebody that's gonna possibly be a future head coach at Everman. Back there in the back. We don't know. But guess what? He's from here. He went to school and played football, and now he's coaching at the high school that we attended to. And everybody here, just about that are close, went to Everman. We got somebody that went to school, Jerome Jones, the VP, coached at a big college. What's the name? Montana State?
Montana Tech University. Yes, sir.
Guess what? He got his degree, he played football, and he went and coached. So you can do it. It's all right. Just ask for help. The next person we got coming up, though, the main event, my friend, Kalvin Henderson. Y'all, this guy's from here. This guy grew up here, and he's a pro boxer now. And hey, my boy, man. Y'all see the belts up here. Everybody's gonna get a chance to take a picture. Everybody's gonna get a chance to speak to him. He got some stuff for y'all, but y'all listen because the questions that I'm gonna ask y'all are gonna come from the guy before me and him to win some stuff. So it's up to y'all. We got something for you too, young lady, even though you're here. It's all right. So, hey, I'm gonna introduce a longtime friend, Kalvin Hot Sauce Henderson. Y'all give me y'all the attention, man. Hey,
Oh no, man.
just listen.
How y'all feeling today? Y'all doing all right? Good. So, let my man Jerome take my mask off. I can talk. I don't have to talk with me, man. I'm gonna stay back 6 feet apart. So, my name is Kalvin Henderson. I'm originally from Fort Worth, Texas, like you guys. I went to school right here in Everman, Texas. I went to Souder Elementary. I went to Everman Junior High. Then I graduated from Everman High School. And then when I graduated, I got a music scholarship to the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And so I was in the band. In high school, I played football. I played all the sports. I did all that. I kind of figured my junior year, I was 135 pounds. I ain't getting nowhere in football, so I might as well focus on band. Then I started boxing when I was 15. I found a club downtown Fort Worth, 15 years old, started boxing. And I was natural at that. Saturday we used to spar in the streets. Jerome got a bunch of black guys from me back in the streets. We was sparring. But me moving to Arkansas was a huge deal because I had no family in Arkansas, right? I had two friends that graduated with me, Drew and Thad. We graduated from the same year, 07. We went to Arkansas, but I had nobody up there. And so I had to learn a lot about life very quick. My mama couldn't call and wake me up to go to school on time. I had everybody call me, make sure I got my grades. I had to learn a lot about myself and life. So I kind of came up with this mantra called make good choices. So I live my life about good choices, making good choices all the time, because every choice that we make always have a consequence for it. How do you guys know what the consequence is? What's the consequence? Okay, you guys agree with that? So actually, on the contrary, consequence doesn't necessarily mean something bad. So consequence is what happens when you make a decision or an event or an action. So it's a reaction to something that happened. Consequence could be something good or something bad. So I learned in life at a young age that the more good choices I made, the more good consequences came from those choices. So for instance, give you an example. Me not getting my grades. What happens if you don't get your grades? What happens if you get a bad grade? You get punished, right? You get punished, right? If I don't put my phone on the charger at night, what's the consequence of that? My phone's gonna die, all right? What's the consequence of me going to sleep on time at night? You're not gonna, if you go to sleep on time, you're not gonna fall asleep at school. You're actually gonna be awake and attentive. So everything you do in life has a reaction, good or bad, to it. So making good choices actually creates good consequences. Does that make sense to you guys? So I live my life every day. Every day I wake up, every day I do everything I do in my career, with my family, it's all stems from making good choices. I take a step back and I think, should I be doing this? I think about the consequence of the decision I made right there. When I'm younger, let's say you and your friends are out hanging out and your friend wants to steal a piece of candy. What's the consequence of stealing a piece of candy? You can get taken to jail, you can get in trouble, your mama find out, beat your butt, all this stuff, right? So before you make that action, you should stop and think like, you know what? If I do this, this might happen, then that happens, that's gonna happen. I don't like that. So before we make those quick actions, I know how it is to be young, I know it has to be a boy, I know this sometimes to just do things off of the spur moment. But before we do anything off the spur moment, you guys gotta make sure you think about the consequences after that, all right? And especially right now when you're younger, because as you get older, your choice is gonna have a lot more weight to it. So you're younger, you get caught stealing candy, you get whooping by your mama. You get older, you get caught stealing a lot of money from a bank, you go to prison. Prison, whooping. Two different things. That's the lesson you got to pick up on while you're younger right now. Because you get older, they ain't gonna give you a chance out there. You guys are young and you're black. You got 2 strikes against you right now. The world's already against you right now. You are born to fail because you're young and you're black. Don't give them a third reason, all right? You gotta fight hard for what you want. You gotta fight even strong for what you want. Think about your consequences, think about your actions. In my career, professional boxing, not only professional boxing, even got the part, the undefeated professional boxer. I ain't lost, you know what I mean? In my career, I gotta make choices every morning, every day. My wife don't call me and say, hey, sweetheart, make sure you run 5 miles today. You got that fight coming up. My mama don't call me and say, hey, you up running yet? They don't do that. I gotta make the choices myself. I gotta wake up, make sure I got my breakfast. I gotta make sure I got my stuff ready for the gym. I gotta wake up, make sure I got a good attitude when I get to the gym, I work hard. I gotta make sure I make weight for my fight. I gotta make sure I show up on time. I gotta make sure I do all this stuff. And those good choices have created good consequences, which now I'm 12-0 with 8 knockouts. It doesn't happen, you just wake up one day and go, I'm a world champion. I just wake up one day and I make a lot of money. It doesn't work like that. It starts now while you're young, while you still, and your mama and around your daddy and everything, everybody loves you and stuff. It starts now. Because when you get older, you won't get that same love. So just build some good habits right now while you're young. All right? And I think I'm proud of the choices I made when I was younger, because now I'm happy. I got a beautiful family. My wife is here. And I'm just blessed. I'm blessed to be around you giant turkeys and stuff, man. I love y'all, man. I love doing stuff like this. I love giving back, because I remember how it is to be you guys. I remember when I went to South Elementary School, and I remember they had LT. You guys know LT, you too young for LT. They had LT come to the elementary school and talk to us about kind of the same thing we talking about now, making good choices back then. And I took that to heart. I listened to them, I took it to heart, and I made the choice to be here right now for you guys to do the same for y'all. So if I leave you guys anything today, it's gonna be make good choices. Alright? Y'all say it, y'all chant it. I'm gonna say make good choices. Make good choices. Make good choices. Make good choices. Alright, so then when you out there in the real world, you out there with your friends, school, parents, everything, before you make that choice, would you stop and go, man, what the house tell me? That's right, make good choices. We're gonna make a good choice today. Alright? Any questions to me about fights, any questions about life, any questions about the great fraternity ever, Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity? No question yet? No question. Say it again. Where at? Right here. What's the question?
Why did you choose to be a wrestler?
Great question. So, like I said, I was 15 years old when I started boxing, and I didn't know anybody in my immediate family that boxed at that time, and so it was almost like this weird calling. So when I went to the gym for the first time, I never boxed before, none of that stuff. We messed around in the streets and messed around with gloves and all that stuff, but never officially boxed. And so when I went there, I was natural at it. But then I saw that it didn't take a team to be successful. So you got team sports really good, they teach discipline, they teach teamwork and everything. But what I hate about team sports is that I can work my butt off, but if my teammate drops the ball, we lose the game. Or I can work my butt off, or he misses, or he didn't make that pass, the game is over, we lost. Boxing is direct reflection of your character. If you put the work in, your success comes from what you did. So if I go in there and I have butt and I don't work hard and I eat hot Cheetos and Takis, whatever y'all like to eat now, get in there and fight, I get knocked out, that's on me. If I go in there and dedicate myself, eat the right stuff, wake up, sleep, do everything, run everything and spar, then the success is also on me too. So boxing, I think it kind of chose me. It's one of those sports where you dedicate yourself to and you see growth. But it's also very, very difficult. Very difficult, man. Very difficult. It's a lot of long self-reflection time in boxing. While you on the treadmill running 6-7 miles and eating carrot sticks and celery, while your son eating chicken quesadillas and cheese dripping on there. There's a lot of self-reflection in boxing. But I love it though. I love it for the YouTube, because it teach you guys a lot about discipline. And a lot of parents initially on the outside looking in don't like it. They think it's people throwing punches and knock each other out, but actually it teaches a lot of discipline, a lot of self-respect, and it gives you the confidence in life and in school to walk away from certain situations. So I like it a lot. But when I was younger, 15, I was 15, and I had about 70 to 80 amateur fights. Fought for Team USA, I fought for all the national tournaments. I was ranked as number 4, as high as number 4 in the country, I believe, number 25 in the world. Now I turned professional in 2016, and right now I'm top 15 in the country in my weight class. 2 fights coming up. I got a fight next Saturday in Nebraska. I'm gonna knock somebody's stuff loose, I'm gonna knock his head out. And then after that, I got an NBC TV fight in New York on April 8th. Make sure y'all tune in and check it out. Any more questions? I can answer all questions all day. Any questions about diet? Any questions about?
Yeah, I got a question for you. You explained to when you first started boxing, your parents first bought the heavy bag for you? Can you explain, like, before you even went to the gym, like, the work that you even put in the garage before you went to the gym?
I'm glad you said it. Glad you brought it up. So we live in an area now to where, at least the area I live in, Northwest Arkansas, where parents invest so much money into their kids off the rip without the kid even showing any kind of respect to it. So my mama, when I went to my mama and tell her I want the box, she's like, boy, get out my face, you don't want the box, right? She didn't believe me. So I took it upon myself to start shadow boxing and finding little videos I can find of somebody showing the stance, the technique, and I would practice over and over and over and over and over, but just to show her. Before she even bought the heavy bag he talking about, I had an old mattress in my garage that I would just punch on. And one day she came outside with the trash, like, oh boy, you for real, huh? Oh my God, you get you a boxing bag. So it took me dedicating myself, which is not easy for you, young man. You're 15, 14 years old. You're thinking about some other than working out, I promise you. But it took a lot for me to have self-respect to actually focus on my craft. And so it brings me to our next topic too about knowing what you guys want to do and not being persuaded by other things. And not only in sports. Just because I'm a professional athlete doesn't mean that's the only way out, right? That's not the only way to be successful. We got a lot of people in here that's successful right now who have their own business, who got college with a degree, who are working towards their own goals. You don't have to shoot a basketball or throw a football to be successful. We'll make sure to make that very clear right now. There's so many avenues that you can take in IT and companies where you can be an investor. There's so many things. People like playing video games now. All these YouTubers making crazy amount of money. They don't leave their couch. So you don't have to be a professional athlete to be out, to get out. So I want you guys, whatever you do want to do though, make sure that you stay focused, dedicate yourself to it, and give it everything you got. I don't care if it's a professional light bulb changer. Make sure that you are the best light bulb changer in the history of light bulb changing. All right?
Love it. Love it. Everybody else got questions?
Any questions? Any questions on how to be alpha or?
No. Just to pitch off on what Kalvin said, if you outside playing and you running on this grass and you're in this building, do know that there's a black woman that owns all this.
Talk to her.
And I guarantee she has money. I guarantee she do. And a black woman owns this, and she bought this herself with no one helping. She drove the T-bus for the city. Got her own CDL. Had 3 jobs for like 2 years straight. Cut family off, cut friends off, no vacation. But at the end of the day, guess what she got? All this land is hers. She owns homes that's not even here. She owns some apartment complexes. You don't, like he said, you don't have to dribble a ball or shoot a ball or throw a ball to be successful. You can sit here now and lay in your own house and wake up and have somebody make money for you.
With a swimming pool back there.
With a swimming pool. With a swimming pool, you heard me? Like, all this is hers, and this is hers. This is not, she's renting this, she owns this. Her name is on this. So, and that's a black woman. So, hey, every time you see something you want, you're like, hey, I'm going to get that. You woke up and start punching on the mattress. His mama bought him a punching bag, and now he's gonna be fighting in New York. So,
I do that
remember
in Philly
that.
for this one right here. This guy right here, I knocked out in Philly for him. This
Good
guy,
match.
This guy, Brandon Robinson, he was 11-0. I was 10-0 at the time. I think I was 10-0. And the fight came about. So as this fight came about, it's crazy. When I first turned professional, I was at the part of my amateur career to where I was good enough to make the Olympics, but I didn't make it because I got a headbutt in one of my fights and got cut. So whenever you make the Olympics as an amateur, you have this big pedigree. Like, you got a lot of people invest money behind you, you get on the big fights early, all this stuff. So I was good enough to be on that degree, but then I had the big money of people backing it. So now you're in this weird limbo to where you got to get fights, but people don't want to fight you because they know you're really good. And so me and my coach sat down and just thought, like, you know what? Our game plan is to get to 10-0 as quick as we can. We fight whoever we can fight. Whoever take the fight, we'll fight. No matter what their records are, it doesn't matter. We get to 10-0, and we 10-0, we start looking for big opportunities. And it's crazy how God works, because as soon as I turned 10-0, we got a phone call to fight a guy named Brandon Robinson, who was from Philadelphia, in Philadelphia, on his promotion company, with his main event. And so in boxing, professional boxing, that's a big no-no. You don't go to somebody else's hometown and fight them in their hometown with the judges and the referees and all that stuff, because it's corrupt. right? They're gonna go for him to win, they're gonna cheer for that. So we knew going into that fight, we had to knock him out. We couldn't win by decision. We couldn't go in there and try to just box him. We had to go and knock him out and make a statement. So when we took that fight, it was a big build-up. Guys from Philly talk a lot of trash. That's what they known for, talking a lot of trash. Philly's known for boxing. So when we get there to the weigh-ins, I'm weighing in, I'm very humble. That's weird, you know me. I'm very self-reserved, and they disrespect me, I'm gonna smack you. And so and Friday at the weigh-ins, I'm weighing in, his team, his manager, they all doing this, John. Yeah. They don't hurt. This don't hurt me. Just talking, whatever. Then he went to the point of putting his forehead on me and shoving me. So now I told him, I said, now you done messed up. First it was just business. Now it's personal now. Now he's touching me. But then fast forward the next fight, the next night, we go in there and we fight. We have the Philly Fight of the Year award. Ain't no break to do a high in the 7th round. Fight's over with, right? But it just goes back to saying that went back to another choice I had to make, dedicate myself to making all that happen in the end. Yeah, and then boom, there it is right there.
Yeah, getting in trouble. Yeah. Still that piece of candy.
Like you asked about boxing, it's too bad you say that because it's so many times where I can drift it off this way. Like my friends, we hanging out tonight, they want to go party, I gotta say no to that. Or somebody wants to go out to eat, I gotta say no to that, I gotta fight tomorrow. There's so many things that could have tempt me and go this way. But knowing what you want to do and knowing how you're going to get there, it keeps you focused, and also praying and asking God to make sure you guys stay focused. It helps you get to your goals a lot quicker. So whatever you guys do, like I said, make sure you know what you want to do, how you're going to get it, pray about it, and make it run for it.
Man.
Yes, sir.
I have a question for you. Do you feel like you typically have a chip on your shoulder?
Come again?
Do you typically feel like you have a chip on your shoulder whenever you go into fights?
That's a good question. I actually no, I don't. Okay. I do feel like I like to prove. I don't mind proving this. I do feel like I gotta put my work boots on more than most people do. But I don't feel like a chip on my shoulder, no, because me and my coach, we know what we can do. We know how we're gonna bring it. Now the rest of the world trying to figure out how to do that. That's what kind of what happened in Philly, is people talking all this trash. Oh, you from Arkansas? First, I'm not from Arkansas, I'm from Texas. You from Arkansas? Oh, you can't fight, you from Arkansas. All right, shoulder up, Matt.
Texas now, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No problem.
Anybody else got questions?
You're not gonna hit it.
Say I'm not Brum Brum.